When people hear the term veteran nowadays, I think they most often think of a veteran from World War II or the Vietnam Wars. But what many people don't realize is that we do have veterans from our more recent conflicts like the Afghanistan and Iraq wars. Veterans, upon their return from service, can bring back many health issues with them. And I found that veterans' top health issues upon their return from service and reintegration into civilian life are TBIs, which are traumatic brain injury, PTSD, which is post traumatic stress disorder, and homelessness. So a TBI is essentially a concussion, so it's caused by a blunt force to the head. In the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, this is most often caused by a roadside bomb, which can either send objects flying into an individual's head or send the individual themselves flying away from the site of the explosion. Some symptoms of TBI are dizziness, confusion, loss of memory, and changes in mood. So this can have a very negative effect on an individual's life upon their return from service. It can make it very difficult for them to kind of reintegrate themselves into society. So the next issue, which is more of a mental issue, is post-traumatic stress disorder. This is most often caused by being a part of or experiencing a very traumatic event. So for service members, this is most often experiencing something like seeing a close friend injured or even killed in battle. So when people return from service, they'll often have flashbacks or nightmares of this traumatic event. And some of the negative symptoms that are a result of this are things like sleeplessness, avoidance of things that trigger some of these flashbacks, and also increases in aggression, which can definitely have a very negative impact on trying to reintegrate into society. So finally, we have homelessness in veterans, and a direct cause of homelessness for veterans is having things like TBIs or PTSD and not receiving the proper care they need to help treat these things. So the fact that homelessness is so easily preventable for veterans just shows that more care needs to be done to help care for veterans when they return from service. And veterans are twice as likely as everyday civilians to become homelessness, and the fact that it is so easily preventable for veterans just blows my mind that not more is being done to help treat some of these illnesses and disorders, and to help give these people who fight for our freedoms a better life upon their return from service.